Welcome back to Disc and Ball's Golf Channel, where I've had a bit of a revelation. After being unable to really throw far backhand from my driver mid-putt video at 311 feet, recently had a bit of a breakthrough where I got to 350 and then 370 backhand. Now, I'm good at generating power in my traditional golf videos. Frequently hit the ball Eh, over 300 with the rollout and everything. But for whatever reason, I couldn't get that to translate into disc golf until yesterday. Unfortunately, the audio is almost completely unusable, so basically what I'm saying is brace hard with your right foot, like hard almost to the point of discomfort. Basically, get that right foot, jam it into the ground. Obviously, be safe about it, but yeah. I was still sore on the inside, outside, and then lower back. From that plant because it is a much more aggressive plant than with my previous things. I've got some old footage that I can use to compare the two. But ideally, that hard plant was causing the disc to fly, just better, longer, better shape and everything. So um, what I was trying to explain here is that it was actually turning over stuff I hadn't done with those kind of discs before. So good stuff. So I was trying to explain here that I was going to look at both UDisc and the rangefinder to try and verify the distances, and basically that it was downwind, similar to my drive mid putt video, not as windy, and that I was throwing from that side of my car to hopefully get a more accurate representation, maybe to undervalue it a bit with the rangefinder, just to you know make it on the low end. So I did throw a few trying to warm up. Oh yeah, there's a good stretch right there. And I found that the muscle soreness was causing me to not want to forcibly plant that foot. And at some point, my microphone stopped having cancer. That had a more characteristic flight. So I noticed that I've been catching more on this side. In fact, even like rubbing on the side of my shoe by doing this. I'll get the radar out later and see if it's holding up. It's actually adding a speed. There we go. Finally got that one in the air. Didn't plant quite as good that time. You can tell by some of the pivoting through. A little nose up, but that felt good. Okay. So I was trying to get a good example. I think I finally did. Let's see what the distances are here. It wouldn't be a Disc and Balls video without some sort of videography screw up, so I forgot to hit record when I was checking it with the rangefinder. It came out to about 336 feet, pretty close to what UDisc had it at. I think the discrepancy was just where the back of my car was in relation to where I thought I'd throw the disc. So, yeah, pretty good. Definitely better than I'd done before. At full speed, you can't even really tell the difference, but slowing it down, you can see that my right foot, the heel comes down first on the left side as opposed to the toe, and then that foot stays planted for longer, much longer than otherwise. And when it slowed down, the one on the left was about 20 frames before the foot started to pivot on its own. On the one on the right was only about 8 frames slowed down. And of this picture here, does the left or right frame look like it has more power? I'd say the left. The release angle was actually pretty surprising too. The one on the left is, nose down, looks really clean, looks like it'll go somewhere. One on the right, nose up, and that was my big miss until I started planting harder. I don't know if it's just my body or what, but that seemed to make a significant difference. So the question becomes, am I actually throwing harder, or am I just, is the harder plant encouraging, what's the best way to put it? Encouraging a flatter throw with more spin, and that's what's generating the distance. So I don't have it set up yet. I'll have the speed radar out, and we'll have this mounted behind it. Have the drone going over there, or somewhere visible so we can look at my form a little bit. And let's find this out. Okay, I have the Ace Strike from before and definitely the same Blizzard Katana. Let's see if the hard plant actually does anything. I got it angled in case I grip lock it like before. Ooh, that might be a little close. So my previous high speed throw from my other speed videos, speed tests, were 56 miles per hour backhand. And so I was figuring that if the plant was really effective in increasing speed, that I'd be seeing maybe 58, maybe 60, and the results do not show it. As you see, a lot of 54s, some 52s, 55, and so that means the arm speed is staying the same. That must mean that the spin is affecting the flight more dramatically than the actual speed of my, of the disc coming out of my hand. And this last throw actually looks super mellow. Like, it didn't look like I was really putting a lot of effort into it, which is kind of the look that you want to see, I think. So, being those red, those should be the hard plant I was looking for. I kind of lost for a little while with fatigue. Which brings me back to another video idea I had. Before Simon did his speed gun video, I had wanted to test the speed of a throw. My friend Zach, who's been on the channel, he throws farther than me, I think, backhand, and I think I have a faster arm speed than him, but I think the rotation of his throws affect the flight more dramatically. So I think I wanted to record it. Actually, this disc that I'm showing here is dyed so that I could hopefully see how many rotations the disc is doing from a drone. My estimate, someone did a test with the RPMs of a disc. My estimate is that it should do a little bit more than 1 revolution per frame at 30 frames per second. I could probably try and tinker with the frames per second to get a more accurate measure. But eventually, the goal is to get a rotation speed and then figure out how that correlates with disc distance. As always, everyone, thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this informative. I am thrilled that I can actually break 330 now. It's I've been playing about a year regularly, and not being able to do that has just been wild to me. So again, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you on the course.